Welcome back everybody to Forza Horizon 5, and we're doing another seasonal championship for this episode, so yeah, let's go for going for gold, which, yeah, we're in continuing the World Cup theme, so we're in A-class vehicles now, and yeah, obviously doing them will contribute towards your overall season in terms of points, which includes being able to get this car, which is at 25 points, so yeah, well worth getting. It's a really good Porsche. Easily one of their better track-orientated vehicles. But yeah, we're not going to be in that for this episode, for any races, because this is in above A class. So yeah, let's see what we're going to be getting in. So we've got the Audi Tts Coupe from 2015, not the most modern version of the TT, but that we have on this game, but yeah, still a really rather decent car, representing Germany. Representing the UK, we have the Caterham Superlight R500, proper full-fledged track car. That not much in the way of power compared to, say, an Audi, but weighs absolutely nothing, as you can see, nearly a third the weight. But yeah, and a lot more speedy, I imagine, in acceleration. Then representing the US, we have the classic Ford Mustang GT, not the classic, but the typical Mustang name being represented here, with a lot of power, a lot of torque, but a hell of a lot of weight as well. Then from Italy we have the Maserati Gran Turismo S. Now, decent amount of power and torque, but it weighs even more than the Mustang somehow, and yeah, as a result it's not particularly fast, although the handling is apparently better, but the launch is not. And then representing France we have the rally car Peugeot 207 Super 2000. Yeah, not much in the way of power like the Caterham, but has all-wheel drive, has little in the way of weight, and would be quick in terms of acceleration, just not in terms of top speed. And then finally, represent Japan, the Toyota GR Supra, the most modern car here, and the kind of the in-between between the Mustang and the Maserati and the and then the Audi and the rest of the vehicles, as it's got more power than most here. Only two other cars have more than it, but also still weighs a fair bit, but it's got a good weight balance between the front and the rear, and really good handling as well. So yeah, I think because I'm kind of a Maserati nut, we'll start off with the Maserati. It's probably the car that's going to be the least competitive here. It is bottom of the A class, but I do really rather like it. I like its charismatic V8 engine, and yeah, its looks, and it's still got a decent amount of power, so hopefully it will make up for it on any straight that we deal with, but through the corners it might well be a bit of a struggle, and especially off the line with all of that weight it's dealing with. Still surprises me any time I see the weight on this car, how much it actually weighs. More than £4,000 is a lot for what is at the end of the day a Gran Coupe. 3 laps. It's looking like Audi, Toyota, Maserati lineup. I do really rather like this car. Wish we had more Maseratis though, classic or new. We've not had a Quattroporte, for instance, for a very long time on a Forza game, and I'd love to see one of them make a return. Yeah, this car's very easy to drive. Yeah, you have to compensate for its weight, but in terms of just handling around, you know, normal kind of corners, it's really easy to drive. Oh, it's not the most exciting thing to drive, outside of that engine anyway, but yeah, still a decent enough driver's car. Well, there are far better GT cars out there. And again, I rate cars differently to some people. It's not about the pure driving experience, it's about everything else, the looks, the sound of the engine. Whether or not it's, you know, competitively in terms of a straight line speed, which this is, even with that weight and the bad launch. So yeah, really like this car. Don't think we've had the older Gran Turismo Maseratis on a Forza game for a while either. ones from the early 2000s that apparently had psychotic handling. Doing well here, but I think because there's not very many in the way of slow corners that we're able to keep ahead, we're able to use the most of this 432 horsepower, so we're a little bit all over the place in getting into that corner. Around here where it's probably slow. Well, I decided being bottom of the class and what should be theoretically one of the slower cars here. Got a nice solid win in there. I'm glad because, like I said, I do like the car despite its flaws, which primarily comes down to the weight. But yeah, still got us a good, only putting 20 points. And yeah, no surprise the Supras were dominating there. But yeah, we should shake it up in the next race when we get in a higher class vehicle. But nonetheless, let's get on to that second race. So this second race is not lapped this time, it's point to point, so I feel like a big powerful Mustang will be good here. It's got the most power here, the most torque, it's not the heaviest either. The Maserati is significantly heavier than this is by about 400 pounds, although it is, you know, about 300-ish pounds more than the Toyota there, and yeah, way heavier than the Caterham and the Audi, but yeah, plenty of power from the largest engine here as well, so yeah, let's see what it can do. I know it's another V8 just like the Maserati, but it is slightly bigger, and American V8s are definitely a little bit different than Italian V8s, especially between the two modern ones. I like the modern V8s that are coming out of America now, so yeah, let's see what this Mustang can do. Yes, it's a base one, it's not, you know, one of the more higher power, better handling Mustangs, but still should do well here. Still a bit of shock and awe. Way more tail happy than the Maserati. Oh dear, yeah, the brakes on this are not particularly good. It's one thing that lets us down, really. Yeah, it's not particularly light, but like I said, there are heavier cars out there. It's definitely the brakes that let this down. Under normal circumstances, they would probably be alright. Trying to do late braking and into corners and whatever else, it can be an issue. Ah, big power. Oh dear. I'm not letting a indestructible shed kill my chances here. Nearly. It's Mustang 1-2 with the Toyota behind. That's close, that was. A lot closer that time than the Maserati was. Then again, point-to-point races are usually can be a little bit trickier than lapped ones, because you're learning it through those laps, whereas point to point it's just as and when it comes. But yeah, still, even though we were close between me and the other Mustang, the Toyotas were way behind, and then the Maserati and yeah, the Peugeot well in last. No surprise there, because even though it's got quick acceleration, it really rather quickly runs out of steam. So yeah, but still, got 40 points now. So let's get on to the third and final race and see if we can seal this championship and get it in the bag. So since this is a circuit based race, I figured we'd go with the Caterham, because it's got pretty good handling and acceleration and launch. Top speed isn't that great, it's definitely less than the likes of the Audi and the Mustang, but I feel that this will do pretty well. So yeah, do not let me down, Britain. I think this is the first time I've used a British car. Might have used a Jaguar at some point, but yeah, it's definitely the most modern. No, actually there was a Jaguar XCS, wasn't there? Yeah. Well, nearly the most modern car I've used, even though obviously this is based on like a 50-year-old design. Caterhams have been around for decades now, so you made the same looking vehicle. So yeah, but still, high revving engine, really rather fast in terms of acceleration. Can be tricky to drive at times, but luckily we're in dry and hot weather, so we should have all the wiggle in the world. No, it doesn't have the highest top speeds, but I don't think there's much in the way of high speed straights here, so should be okay. Might not have a windscreen, might not even have doors, but this is definitely the quick car here. Even though we're not able to get to the highest of top speeds, we're able to carry more speed in most corners. I apologise there, Toyota, for bashing your rear ending. You did brake a lot sooner than I did. We definitely slow down significantly in terms of gaining speed once we are in sixth gear. So much faster through that corner. But then the Toyota does have the more higher horsepower rating and higher torque rating, but we're just able to hold on to that speed a lot longer and through more of the corners. Oh dear. My fault. I would like more variants of the Caterham. I don't think we've had any more than just this one, to be honest. But yeah, still sealed the win there. Despite having yeah, less power than several vehicles there. Got it right in the bag. Yeah, I like representing different countries for these championships. I don't want to just do one car or one country for the entire championships. That's why I mix it up every now and then. But yeah, had a nice variety of cars there. A big, powerful, you know, heavy Gran and a rear-wheel drive, high-powered muscle car from America, and then a lightweight Caterham from Britain. So yeah, but it's the Caterham there that impressed the most, even though the Maserati did surprise us. Yeah, so full 60 points there, giving us the 5 points of the championship overall towards the season and the series overall. And yeah, those 5 points will go towards that, getting that Porsche that we were in at the beginning of the episode. Highly recommend getting that car because it is a really, really good track car. Easily one of the better, you know, more basic kind of vehicles that Porsche have put out. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.